Grand Rising Collective. It's me, Anthrax Ira, back with another beautiful collective read. Of course, you know the vibes. Let's get right into it, okay? Hydration is key. Make sure you're drinking your water. I'll give you a minute. So to start, as soon as I got up, I was getting downloads. I was laying there and I just wanted to get up and go. Like, go. Cause I'm fasting right now. It's been weird. It's been like on off. One day I'm fasting, the next day I'm eating like like my one meal a day, and it's like, and I'll eat like an animal, cause I'm like, I'm starving. It's cold outside. My body, she's like a bear. She needs to build her fat. It's very hard to control yourself, but that can be dangerous. I don't know if this is relevant for somebody, but you can get refeeding syndrome if you eat too fast and you fast it for like a long time. This is more so if you fast like more than 2 or 3 days. But that's just basically like your heart starts racing, you get the shits. Yeah, we're getting right into it. So I wanted to move though. I wanted to just get up and go. But I was ordered to just, not ordered, but you know, just guided to just relax. Like, calm down, girl. And I was given a couple downloads before we get into the cards. So, don't drink. I just heard not that one. Okay, I don't know if there's a lot of interference going on that I've been noticing as well, so I'll do my best to get through this reading. I'm not sure what it's about, but it's like it's on the left side and it feels like it's me messing with myself. Like I don't know, okay, but whatever. So that could be relevant. Maybe there's self-sabotage going on with you, collective. I don't know, baby girls. We're also going to do some affirmations as well before we get into the cards, because I feel like that's good. We need that. Anyways, don't drink tainted water just because that's what's close. So I do every day when I get up, I do a routine for my spine. You got to make sure you're sitting upright. You got to get that spine good, because you don't want to be like this when you're older, you know? You don't want to be like that and stuck. That's not good. I can do a video on that too if y'all are interested in what I do. It helps me. But when I was over there, I was thirsty. I didn't drink any water yet, and I'm fasted, so I was like, and I have a thing of tap water. I drink again. If you didn't see the first reading, I drink purely bottled water. I wish it was like pure right from the spring, but it is what it is. We're living in the city, you know, you gotta survive, you got to keep that dream alive. That song too just came through. Anyways, you could be in the city and it could be very hard to not get distracted. This came up in the reading yesterday, something Meek Mill said about being in the hood. It's easy to get distracted. That's very real. Oh, okay, we're all over the place right now. Okay, we're gonna get into this. First the water. And I was like feeling like a desire to drink the water. That could be symbolic to like somebody like in your life that's close to you, like something's familiar or near you and you're craving it, but you're being instructed and guided to just hold on for a few more minutes. hold on with eating, maybe intermittent fasting, hold on and just wait a minute. Maybe you're guided to start doing that. Take it how it resonates. This is a general collective reading. This is not a specific reading. I might do those soon. I'm not super confident in my abilities yet to do that, to give somebody else a personal reading, but maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there, okay? Baby steps, one step at a time, collective, okay? Anyway, so yeah, I feel like that's it with the water. And when I was about to get into that, I was staring at myself, and this is another thing that I felt and I wrote down, is I'm feeling very distracted by my own beauty. You could be distracted by your own beauty. You could be putting too much emphasis on your external beauty. You could be out of balance with that, and you're being called to come back to yourself, focus on loving yourself first, if you're gonna do yourself up, do it for you, if you don't already, because the subconscious is very sneaky, so just be mindful. Yeah, just, it's very hard to just not get distracted by my own beauty, even like staring in the mirror. I don't know, Spirit, should I talk about this? Just drop it, okay. Anyways, we're not gonna get into that then. But yeah, so definitely something about substance, focusing on the substance of a matter instead of the beauty. There could be a lot of beautiful faces around you, lots of smiles, lots of, hey, how are you? But people are snaking. Okay, this keeps coming up. My cards, they were falling in a snake-like pattern, something about snakes. And I don't like to use snakes as like a negative thing either, because like, I don't know, snakes are really, like, if you've ever had like a snake in your hand, they're very calm and they're very nice, like they're very sweet. So I don't know, snakes, I feel like I shouldn't say that, I don't know, okay, but that's just what it is that came out. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm being guided to channel something about the snake from the Garden of Eden. The Gnostic interpretation is that the snake is the truth teller that brings the information, the tree of life, the tree of knowledge, that the God they were with was keeping them in a prison, okay? The God they were with did not know where they were, okay? He was calling out to them, okay? This always never sat right with me. Ever since I was a kid, if he's an infinite knowing God, why does he not know where Adam and Eve are? Why is he calling out to them? It does not matter what they just did or what they ate, I don't care. It doesn't make sense to me. How are you gonna flip-flop and be like, oh, that's an infinite creator that knows all, but it doesn't know where its own creation is? Okay, whatever. And so the snake getting a bad rap, and the snake is feminine. It's something to do with the femme. Something about that's coming up. Lilith energy. Something about Lilith. Lucifer is Venus. So Venus energy, the light bringer. The truth, the true light. We're getting into it. But yeah. Spirit said that's it for right now. So if there's meant for more for that to come out, it'll come out. But until then, I'm feeling guided to start with affirmations and a little of this. So, collective, let me just start by saying I am so thankful to be here with you. I'm very thankful that you chose to come and click on this video, connect with me. You felt guided to come here. Something in here is meant for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. that was a lot. So let's do deep breaths. So we're gonna breathe in positive life force energy. If you're sitting up, make sure you're sitting up, your spine's straight. If you need help, lean back on something. If you're laying down, get connected. Breathe in positive life force energy. Breathe out all of that stress from your nervous system. Breathe out everything you've been carrying. Breathe out the weight. Let it go. Okay. Now we're going to get ready to affirm. I am a sovereign and independent being. I am a master manifester and creator of my reality. I am able to balance my energies in a healthy way. And I am willing to let go of everything that does not serve and align with the highest and greatest good and highest and greatest good of all. I am relaxed. I am free. Whatever is meant to happen, it's already happened. The past, it is an illusion, and same with the future. All we have is the present, and I am present, enjoying the present that Spirit has given me. I am safe, I am whole, and I am sovereign. I am free from the false matrix. It's okay to make mistakes. and I laugh in the face of adversity. I am strong, and I can do anything that I put my mind to. I can create anything I desire. And so it is. 8980, 8980, 8980. My beautiful, resilient collective. You are so resilient. And let's get into it, okay? So, energy's feeling light. I smudged before this. Maybe you could be feeling called to smudge head to toe, sage, Palo Santo. Even just using an incense stick, just any type of wand energy. Wizards hold it like this. Feeling called to talk about this because this is Jupiter and this is Mars, and these two fingers together are so powerful. They are so powerful. So holding it like, and you notice that they do it very specific. They're not like this, they're like, you know? So, most accurate spirit, most high light. May there be all of you and none of me. None of the ego coming through this message. None of what I would like to say. Nothing flashy for clicks, for views, to irritate, instigate. May there be all of you and what needs to come through, the accurate message, and none of me. May every message that passes through these lips be anointed and authorized. May every message that comes through, may it be of the most high divine honor, of the true light, and of true love. And I rebuke and I dismantle the false matrix entities that are trying to keep this reading from coming through exactly as it's meant to. I clear and I let it all go. For the collective, I am opening up a channel for us, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to connect, an opportunity to heal. Nothing will distract this reading from coming out, and exactly what is meant to come out will come out. Anyways, and yes, anything that attempts to detract us, it will be stopped. And all of the sprites of the earth, fire, air, water, and spirit, all of the elementals, may all of the celestial and earth-like beings alike come through this reading, guide us, heal us, connect us, and keep us protected, safe, and in your energy. We love you. We thank you. Let's get into it. 8980. Let's do it. Okay. So, as I was saying, 1952, 1953, and 1954 on the clock. Don't drink tainted water. All of me, none of you. Okay. So every time I write, I don't know if this has any meaning to anybody, throat chakra. Every time I write, maybe all of you and none of me for spirit, it comes out all of me and none of you. So it could be something about the ego and the shadow needing attention. Because I did have a reading by Lightworks, and she did a very, very beautiful reading where she was talking about how the devil is just your shadow. Get your notebooks ready, y'all. I'm writing too. And it needs to be embraced. It's all of your poor decisions. It's everything that feels good in the moment, but is super destructive in the long term. Okay, and it's nothing to be feared, okay, because she was very real about that. We get so caught up in labels and in these false archetypes. It's an archetype of spirit, of source. I have it written on my wall. The God, the one everybody's so Jesus freak about, so holy, so holier than thou. The high and mighty. That is just an archetype just as much as Satan. These are different faces, sides of the face, of the same face. Excuse me. Okay? Material, spiritual. External, internal. 3D, 5D. Okay? So, something about that's coming up. And I just tasted chicken. Something about chicken, roosters. A lot of this misjudgment, like people getting called a chicken. Have you ever seen a one of those roosters in a ring? Have you ever seen them fighting jaunts? And people use chicken as an insult? Dog. Something about that being mislabeled, okay, being misunderstood. Same thing with snakes. That's very, very relevant right now. Maybe you're called the roost instead of explaining yourself. There could be a fear of being misunderstood. And being just called to bring more lighthearted energy into your life. The puffin spirit, they're clown-like, they're very goofy, very haha, very lighthearted. Could be taking things too serious. And now collective, I'm not saying that you can't be in that energy. This is a collective reading, okay? I do get very serious myself sometimes. But at the end of the day, life is really a joke. Some shit you just gotta laugh and just be like, damn, that's just, it is what it is. You know? Like, fuck. Damn. Damn. Okay. Okay. So, anyways. Oh, and before this reading, I kept getting up and down to do my daily, what is that called? My routine. But every time I got up and down, because like I was sitting down and I was like trying to do the reading, but I kept forgetting that I had something else to do. But this is relevant to y'all because every time I got up and down, I would get more relaxed and more connected to myself each time. And I noticed as well with emotions, it's very collective is either super hype or super relaxed, and there's like no in between right now. There's too much going on. So bouncing out of that. And it was basically like tiring out a kid is what I felt like by the end of that, because I was in child's pose and that felt very significant. Maybe you're called to connect in that child's pose, calm down your nervous system. I mean, do it your own way and how it feels good to you. I don't do it exactly how the yoga pose is supposed to go. So do what you feel guided to do. That's just a blueprint. You know, feel into yourself and your body. Don't push yourself as well. I'm feeling called to tell you. Yeah, so just tiring out a kid, getting that up-down energy, and that's what Lightworks was talking about as well. She was talking about how we as a collective are being tired out, okay? Getting tired of the drama, tired of being tired of crying, being sad, people fighting, looking at people online, you know, shaking ass. You know, we're getting to a higher consciousness right now. The portals are opening, and we are ready, collective. We are ready. They wouldn't be opening if we weren't, because we open these portals. The collective, okay, we open these things with our spirit codes. We have people down here who, I'm feeling called to talk about this. People down here, the celebrities of Hollywood and all that, they get earth codes. They get to open up material codes and material things for themselves to open up, because they do their rituals, they do what they do, okay? They get the money, they get the cars, they get the flashy things, they get whatever, okay? And they need us to open the spirit codes, the spirit portals, to let in all these weird energies and entities that do not belong down on earth here, okay? And they play on people's ignorance and confusion, doing guided meditations to mess with the pyramids and bring in light and weird shit, okay? People they have a preconceived notion on what this stuff is doing, and they are being misguided. They're being misguided about these aliens and extraterrestrials coming to save us. Oh, now all of a sudden, after years of trial and tribulation, they're all of a sudden coming down to heal us and help us. No, it's our own magic that is opening up these things to happen. Okay? Do not get confused. Do not get confused on where we're at. This is a harvesting system to harvest your magic, to make you forget how magical you are. Okay, and I'm feeling called a bit to talk about the material and spirit codes just a bit more. So, these people who are in the media, okay, they are distractions. They are used to detract us and further imprison people to not realize how magical they are, okay? You are born with your DNA strands. You get DNA from your parents, from your relatives, but you come down with your own codes. You bless your mother's womb when you go into her womb. The baby will heal the mother if she is hurting. They will send cells to the mother. Okay? So you bring your own light codes. If your mother was living a tragic life before you came down, but after you're born, all of a sudden, she's working out. She's eating good. She's absorbing your light codes, okay? And this isn't to be like, oh, it's mine, give it back, blah, blah, blah. Okay? But it's you touch people on a deep level, collective, okay? You come down here with a specific purpose that nobody else will come down here with. And you were not meant to be like everybody else. You were not meant to dress, talk, and be like everybody else. You were removed for a reason, and it was to activate your light codes. To get your light codes exactly how they needed to be. That trauma was the perfect everything you needed. Whether you want to hear that or not. I know it hurts, but it did make you stronger. Of course, we as humans have a bit of a, opinion on that. There are some things as well that are, I would say, a bit unnecessary. We don't need to go through. But that's what's clearing out right now, okay, collective? There's no more of the nonsense. Because there's unnecessary things that don't strengthen us and they just break us down, okay? Because there's a point in time when it's like, I was watching a video and it started talking about how pain can only strengthen you so much to a point that it becomes debilitating. There's, say, a dolphin. The pain is it gets its tail cut off and fucked up by a propeller. Now that thing needs a prosthetic for the rest of its life. Because that shit went way too far. And something about limits and going too far. People right now are going too far, but that's the plan. That is the script. That's more so what is. It's not, I don't really, okay? It's the script. It's the way things are scripted to be. This is a scripted universe matrix. It's scripted, and you will see that in the astrology. That's why the Christians don't want you knowing nothing about that, don't want you knowing nothing about Gnosticism. It was basically like just this whole your own magic, a fear template. Cutting off Medusa's head, that was to instill fear in independent women, okay? Because I'm getting ahead of myself. These are all templates. All of these things that happen, the mythologies, these are all our true history. They've rewritten history. You cannot trust what they are saying is going on in the past. Like, you just cannot trust it. This is why word of mouth, connecting with ancestors, connecting with your elders, but nobody wants to connect anymore. Everyone's elders are just on their tablets. Like, they're addicted. They're done. Like, they just don't want to talk. And if they do talk, you can't even trust them. Because they hate the next generation. Okay? Yeah, I'm saying it. So it's hard out here. Everybody from every which way is getting confused and lost. And there's templates put in place. Certain events that happen to continue to instill this fear. Now, and I'm not too sure what the accurate, and this is the thing, even with mythology, there's so many interpretations, it's like, you just gotta take what you feel in your heart. But Medusa getting her head cut off, she was apparently, I'm not sure exactly who raped her. I'm not even going to say it because I don't even know who it was. But it's all like up to interpretation. She would turn men to stone because she was so powerful. She would turn men to stone. That's like a metaphorical, you know? I mean, I don't doubt that there were things that walked the earth that were able to physically do that before. Okay, I'm gonna sound, if you're not on, you're on this frequency, I don't gotta make myself seem like I'm crazy. Okay, there were dragons here, there were unicorns here, there are things like that here. They could be in the earth, they could not have never went away. Okay, we don't know. This is why you just can't trust what other people are saying, and you need to judge everyone and everything for yourself and make sure you're dealing with accuracy. That is also the main message. Judge everyone and everything for yourself and make sure you are dealing with the accuracy of what's going on here, because people try and paint some sort of feel-good picture like, oh, the angels. Now, I'm not trying to say, and then, oh, angels are good. Oh, reptilians are bad. There's good and there's bad of everything. Okay? You won't hear me work with angels personally because I'm not sure what they are. Because it seems to me from the Gnostic interpretation, they came down here, raped and pillaged, and created the Nephilim, which were giant people. Oh my god, this is too much, Spirit said. Spirit said, we'll get into this another time, okay? Basically, there's a good video I can link to that, and it's about vampirism. Like, this shit's real, okay? Like, why all over the earth are there similar drawings and interpretations of dragons and certain animals, okay? And certain geolocations would have their own dragons and such, okay? Just like there's different deer and whatever for certain places, okay? Spirit said it's not time for me to get into that, so we're going to move on from that. But yeah. You could be really antsy right now, collective. I feel this. I personally... Oh my god. It's like a very restless energy. I'm being held inside a lot. I don't know if you are not able to get outside a lot. It is cold. This does create a lot of antsiness, and the energy needs to get out, so we're probably going to have to figure some things out, collective. If you cannot go outside, maybe invest in a treadmill for inside the house. Walking right now, moving, flowing is very important right now. I'm feeling that. Keep moving. Keep getting up. And so Lightworks was talking about how there's a deep-seated trauma that's being skipped over. And this deep-seated trauma is the key to your heart. It is what will keep you empathetic and keep you able to not save other people, but reach out that lifeline. That was an ambulance. Dial 911, 911, 910, 11, 910, 11. Those could be significant. Ambulance. People could be on the verge of death. Like, they are like in critical care. They are on a emergency. They need connecting to, because people will make some really bad decisions, some permanent decisions over something temporary. So, I'm not saying to air out everything online, okay? Be safe about what you're doing, but don't hesitate to help another person who needs it, because there are people who are in that exact same situation as you were that did not have the blueprint, just like you. But you have the blueprint now. You went through it, so other people don't have to go through it, okay? Choose to do better. Don't be like your ancestors. Not wanting to help. Wanting to not plant no trees for nobody, because they ain't going to get none of the shade. That's not how we work. That's not how we work, collective. My beautiful family, we do not work like that. If you're on this vibrational frequency energy, we don't work like that. We don't move like that. That's not how we are. That is not how we are. Something significant about how this is coming up. I personally, I don't give homeless people money just because, like, I would rather buy you something that's healthy and good for you than I don't know where the money went. It's the money that I have. I don't have to help you, but I'm forever willing to give some energy, you know, give some support and comfort. Something about that's coming up. You don't need to give homeless people money. You don't need to give people who are in an unfortunate situation anything. Maybe focusing on investing in yourself instead of giving to all these other people. Feeling like strong-armed or something. Like getting guilt-tripped. Before I would get guilt-tripped. I would get so guilt-tripped. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So you don't owe nobody nothing, collective. Okay, you don't have to help in one particular way. There's many ways you can help somebody. If they just want money, that's not your person to help them, okay? Maybe that's something significant, like, I don't know. My nose is itching. I'm not sure what that means. Confirmation, I guess. Anyway, so, okay, I'm feeling done with this. Feeling done with that. Here we go with this. Being greedy and clingy, I feel. I mean, I'm not telling you to be clingy to your money either. Ooh. You know? But maybe it is called for you to hold on to that money. Don't be quick to just give people things. Don't rush into things with passion, like, you know, like too fiery, like too passion based and not logical. Make sure you're being a smart family. Okay. What's for our collective? This is coming right out. This just jumped right out. You're maybe being asked to withhold your energy, your pentacles from people around you who are not as fortunate as you right now, and to invest into yourself. Good shit, collective. Thank you, Spirit. These are all the same cards that came out yesterday. So what's for our collective? What's for our collective? Just a general reading, what they need to know. Anything to help them with getting out of the false matrix. I'm not gonna take that because it's being funky. This looked like it wanted to come out in the reverse with Queen of Cups. Hermit, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 swords. Lots of contemplation. This feels like a continuation to yesterday's reading because we ended off on this one. So maybe you're called to go within, you know. Keep that energy to yourself, bitch. Be selfish. Be stingy. Invest into yourself. Because none of these people really care about you. Everyone will leave except for you, okay? This could be causing you some, I won't say distressing thoughts, but There's something about that. Just slipped though. I don't know. Just don't worry too much about it, family. You know, whatever's meant for you, it will find you. Whatever's real will prosper. What's true will prosper, okay? Four of Swords. Could be a lot of pain in your heart. You could have physical heart pain, which again, make sure you're getting that movement in, especially with your arms. I see yellow. The yellow is really sticking out to me. You could be on a social platform and you might feel a bit of anxiety or stress, guilt, fear, shame. Like you need to do more, you need to hustle. Silent protest. This is your silent protest, okay? Because Spirit is above the algorithm, okay? Spirit will deliver. Spirit will deliver, and it doesn't matter. I'm getting like one of those videos that are like 13 years old, but like it gets like 1 million views because it just gets all of a sudden pushed on everyone's homepage. It's because the collective craves that, okay? So when it's your time, it's your time. Don't force anything. And stay in that, that's what I was thinking of, that Lilith, Black Moon Lilith energy. You might have been raised to feel like you need to give, give, give. Always prove yourself. Always do things to get attention. No more. No more of that. Look at that. It's like your inner child. Looking for a mother. Looking for somebody. But you're really looking for yourself. This is what you think you want. All of your mental energy is going up here, thinking you need this external. No, you don't. That one sword is enough. I'm feeling that. That one sword is enough. You can't wield 4 swords at once. I mean, maybe you can. Okay, pop off, you know. But all you need is one sword, and that one sword is you. Your mind. Your mental. Your mind is the most powerful and most accurate judgment is what I'm getting. You have the most accurate judgment. Don't rely on these other people to keep you safe, because then that leaves you in trouble. Because you're smart, collective. My collective is very smart, beautiful, strong, intelligent. I'm feeling called to pull more. A lot of that yellow is the strength of the collective. Very strong, beautiful. Very intuitive. Just feeling called to explore this card. Knight of Cups is on the bottom of that with the Emperor stuck to that. Okay. I'm feeling very antsy, like I need more, like almost like an addict. Could be a part of the shadow, the collective, your inner child again, with the seeking the external. I saw something very beautiful. I'll add it in here. The universal child, okay, is what we'll call it. When they do not get fulfilled and properly stimulated with stimulation, connections, they don't get proper people in their lives, they don't get the proper environments, they start to turn to external substances, okay? This could be drinking, this could be escaping, just walking away from relationships, self-sabotage, this could be anything, okay? The inner child will try and fill the void of what it feels it's missing. If it's not getting that vigor of life, if it's not fully experiencing and living life, it's going to try and substitute and make up for where it's not feeling fulfilled, for where it's not getting its needs met, for where it just feels like it's being restrained. A lot of people who I feel are addicted they're disconnected in a way. They don't really get to enjoy life as well. Something for me, I notice, is I get a very like detached feeling, like I'm just watching everything and I'm not truly feeling and experiencing it in my head. Like physically, sensational wise, you can touch me and I'll feel it, but it's like everything is so fast. And that's another thing with the go feeling where I wanted to pull more cards. Oh, maybe this is a part of it. We're being asked to slow down. The cups are very fast energies. And look at this. There's an anchor. There's an anchor for all this water emotional energy. Beautiful. To calm down with the fiery passion, that Aries energy, with that, what's that called? With that trailblazer energy. Do not ever stop, carving new paths, but it's okay to calm down, slow down, say no with this blue throat chakra energy. Saying no to things that you do not want. Having the courage and the strength, even just simply with how you live your life. No, I do not want to be upset. No, I do not want to live any type of way that is not in alignment with my highest and my greatest good. Simply speaking that out loud. Of course, the action behind that matters, but it's good to affirm. This is every king in the deck. Every king in the deck, and it's the Hierophant. A ruler, somebody who's anointed, chosen. We're all chosen, okay? Oh, you know what? That's not even an anchor. That's not an anchor. He's got like a staff. Looks like a cross. Putting up your personal desires. It looked like an anchor though. These people look very cat-like as well with how they're drawn. Their faces on the Rider-Waite deck, like you'll see it on this card specifically. Something about Lyran Starseed. I know you see that. Okay. Okay. Every king in the deck. I'm feeling called to go in the book. Maybe there's something here for us. The Emperor. And I'll read the Hierophant too, because that's inherently connected. So. On here, he's got a Merkaba shield, and I was feeling this Merkaba energy. I'm pretty sure it's not exactly a Merkaba, but it reminds me of it. I was feeling that before. Saturn, very disciplined, poised, controlled. Every king in the deck. Authority, structure, logic, masculine energy, protection, and discipline. And it came out in the upright, yeah. But it looked like it wanted to come out reversed. I read all my cards in the upright, but if it does come out reversed, I'll read it. And I'll read the reverse as well. Tyranny, dictator, callous, avoidant, ineffective, and entitled. The Emperor is our ability, and this is for the upright. The Emperor is our ability to structure, organize, protect, and create stability. He does this through developing rules and systems, fostering discipline, creating boundaries, honoring values, and ruling with authority. As such, he accomplishes all his tasks with a fearsome efficiency. He is also a protective figure who is unafraid of conflict and will defend his borders without hesitation. And I'm feeling this in my life. For me, I noticed that I am now more so on my shit when it's coming to protecting my inner child, and this is relevant. We're talking about the inner child. And it doesn't look like an egg, but it does kind of give me an egg energy. Something about an egg, fertile energy. But yeah, I notice because I am celibate and I do my best to retain my sexual energy. So I'm noticing that I'm a lot more, I don't bullshit. I'm not bullshitting. There was a purging moment before this. Maybe you're feeling it too. All of this amped up down energy, that's purging. We're being purged right now. But in the end, it makes me feel more connected to myself. I feel more safe with myself. I feel more secure. I feel more connected to my body. I'm not wasting energy on spewing it on all these different directions, because let's get into it real quick. Porn, sexual energy, it's going to detract you. Point blank simple. You're going to have all these energies and all these open holes in your aura that you just can't focus as efficiently. It makes you almost seem like you have ADHD. Like it's because you need the I don't think it's oxytocin. Is it oxy? You need the chemical, okay? You need the chemical, whatever it is, more and more strongly. So you're doing all these 500 things at once because none of it's stimulating you properly. So then you're not aligned. You're not doing what you need to do with spirit. And in the end, it's destroying you. Okay? Like Lightwork said, it's that it feels good in the moment, but it's destroying you. You know it. And I love you. If you are suffering with that right now, just know I love you. You aren't disgusting. You aren't a piece of shit. Okay? It doesn't matter. You deserve to break free and to live in your fullest potential. You do not deserve to be stuck and bound. But you need to make that for yourself. For dear life, go with the flow, and you must do what you do best in this life. If that's art and singing, you must pour all that energy, transmute that into that. Okay? You must. It is imperative to your survival. It is imperative. You came down here with a certain purpose. Do not let nothing distract you. Because once you transcend the sexual nature of things, you can see people for what they are. You can see and separate the physical face from the internal aura. You will see auras, okay? You will see the body as what it is and the body parts for what they are. It's just a leg. It's just a butt cheek, okay? It's like looking at a ram and its fat ass, you know? Like a dog. It's like, oh, that's just his butt cheek, you know? Like, you don't get turned on, but it's going to take work. Like Lightwork said, journaling, healing, crying. She's so on point. Go check her out. Shout out, bestie. I'm so thankful to have you besties here with me, because if you're here with me right now, that means that you are energetically aligned and you are ready to break free. You already have break free. Break free. Break free. I don't know. You've already broken free. Okay? If you have found this video, you are on my energy, my timeline. You know the vibes, okay? And if you have, you already know all this stuff I'm talking about, good. Now it's your turn to go and promote this shit. Because there's too many people promoting hoochie culture, hoochie daddy, go get a baby daddy, go do this, go do that. No. No, no, no. That's what keeps people impoverished. That's what keeps people broke. Having a kid is like having the biggest energy leak. Okay? From noticing what I've seen with the people I've been born into. It is, if you are not capable, I don't even know if it's something people should be doing in this matrix, if we're going to even go there, but I'm not going to get all anti-natalist right now. I don't give a shit. But having a kid is the biggest energy leak, and this is probably, for somebody specific, it's very urgent that you are celibate. You do not have no kids. You probably were born knowing you don't want no damn kids. Before even you were traumatized by your family, okay? You just knew, I have a great calling and I do not need no kids. It was just something on your spirit. You might feel the baby fever from your body. You know, you gotta just, and that's what retaining your energy does. It keeps you from acting on foolish impulses. Okay? But yeah, baby is like the biggest energy leak you could possibly have. If you think you fucking feel bad, and that's the thing, like, most people already don't want kids, so it's like, I don't even need to be saying this, but if you're struggling with like porn addiction and you think you want a family, I think you need to go into hermit mode. Retain your energy. Contemplate, what do you want? Were you bombarded and given this emotional fantasy by reality? Oh, that's what it means to be successful. That's what it means to have a happy life. Having a family. You can have a found family. I'm noticing this. This is like, they don't seem related with this red energy and all that. This could be like her inner child. Or this could just be, you know, another person. You know. But if you can't take care of yourself, you will not be able to take care of a child. I shouldn't have to say this, but I feel like this is relevant for somebody. Even an animal, something about that, having pets. Maybe you're desiring to have pets when right now the focus is to go within and to heal yourself. I feel that. I'd really love to have a rat. Maybe you want a rat. Something about rats are symbolic. Whoa, I haven't seen this card in a really long time. What? What? I haven't seen these in a minute. Justice and, what is this? 3, 6, 7 of cups? Your life, you have so many pathways to go on. You can choose to do whatever you want. You can do whatever you need to do. Okay? feel like there's more to say about that, but I don't know. I'm feeling. I don't know. That was a lot. So, yeah. Basically, maybe you're being guided right now to be celibate. Really emphasizing on being celibate. Making sure you're choosing wise choices, because in the moment you might get an ideal fantasy, maybe of a family, like you just saw. That did kind of look like a family. Like the man wasn't related, maybe something about a stepfather, like step, you know. We have many choices, and being celibate will clearly clarify where you can direct your energy, how you can direct your energy. Again, you don't have to do it. It's your life, but I'm feeling very strongly you're being guided in that direction right now. Something about this wreath with this skull on it. I don't know. What's with this Justice card, Spirit? Please clarify. That will be your justice to be celibate, is what I just heard. Maybe you've had to deal with your mom and your dad being separated. You know, you didn't have a proper family, you know. Maybe your mom was always looking for other men, and you knew deep down, hey, that's not right. That's not right. Okay, something about that. So being celibate will be your justice. Because when you're celibate, you can listen to your inner child. You won't be looking for something external. You'll be able to be that fierce divine mother and father within and protect your child and what your child came down here to do. Your child came down here, you as a child, you came down here with a very specific purpose that you knew that you were to do. You came down here, you knew you had something very, 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 very big to do. A very big calling. Everybody down here has a very big calling, whether they believe it or not. And it's up to them to execute that. Execute that judgment. Nobody can stop you but you. I got that written on my wall. Nobody can hold you hostage but you. You must be the one to give yourself the life that you deserve. Nobody's going to come and save you. Nobody's going to stop you. Self-control. Because you'll be just like this until your big ship turns into a little ship. And that's representative of your life force. You will, I feel you can have infinite life force. You can connect to the infinite, the free energy that's in the aether. You can do that. You will feel, you can bounce back. No matter what your age is, you can be like 90 watching this. I don't know. I don't judge. Hey, golden girl, you know? But you can feel at 111, 16, 17, 18 on the clock, and it was 111, 15 as well. 111, 22, 21, 22, 23, 24. okay? Could have a birthday on one of those days. But no matter where you're at in your life, you can connect to that infinite energy by the movement. You can feel that childlike energy. You can feel good. And it just doesn't matter what age. Okay, I just keep feeling that very heavily. Like, he looks like he's dancing, he's juggling. Got a funny hat on. Maybe you like to dress up. Like to be very big, very, you know, very camp, if we'll use that word. But got a funny hat. He does. Okay, I'm done with that. You must give yourself justice to become the emperor. You must give yourself the justice, because nobody's going to come and save you. I just keep feeling this energy so hard. And with time, you'll get there. Okay, this isn't you need to do everything at once right now. No, he's older, you know. You'll get there. But you must execute proper judgment, proper balance. It's not to say, because this was the problem for me personally, I'm feeling guided to talk about it, is I would be either like very, I don't know what the word would be, like prude, like I'd be like, ooh, sex, ooh, I don't want nothing to do with that, no. No. Which, I mean, you are gonna want to be like that. You're basically walking around like this is your energy. You have all these possibilities, and you're in a strip club, and all these bitches are like, hey, let me get some of that. Because there are entities down here that will try and trigger you to masturbate, keep you in these same cycles. The Mr. Smith energy, the fear. You got to be Neo, getting that neocortex, getting that love state, okay? And Spirit will deliver you, because Spirit delivered me. I had to get, like, physically restrained, okay? Like, physically moved to do the passionate things that I have. So this could be a call now. If you don't have passionate things that you're going on with in your life, you know, I'm not going to judge if it's a TV show that you really like, but I don't encourage that. For me personally, I mean, just because they can program you with whatever, you know, make your own TV show, you know? Like, you're a creator. That's how I feel about it. You know, I mean, if you want to watch, if that's your interest, okay, do that. But I feel like that's not stimulating enough for the collective. You need something more than watching a show. You need to connect with your inner child. This is what will make you happy. Going in nature, being around natural things. A lot of blue light. Taking a break from blue light and getting the natural blue light. Because again, these technologies are copies of already existing things. Sun gazing, I did that today. That was very beautiful, very fun. Might help you. It will help you see auras. It will help you see clearly. What about this Knight of Pentacles? Very slow. Taking it very slow. It kind of looks like he's holding a son. Holding a son. Oh. Holding a sun. Okay. Yeah, but taking that energy very slowly. else about this Knight of Pentacles? It's going to take it's a long journey, okay? It's a very long road. No need to rush. No need to rush your healing. I'm feeling that. Take it one day at a time. One day at a time. Spirit will have to help with delivering you is what I'm feeling. I just keep feeling that. I'm being shown what I was going through, where I was literally, it was pure luck that I did not continue going down the path that I went down. You must affirmations that you are lucky. This yellow energy. There's a bit of green. Affirming that you're lucky, believing in your own luck. Like I talked about my hour-long reading, the World card, how people do things with fervent belief, and that inherently manifests things. That's how people manifest. But you're going to be resisting. I'm feeling this right now with this yellow. Something about resisting the will, resisting your will. Maybe you've been taught to resist what your spirit, God-given will is. Okay? It's gonna be hard. Okay? I believe in you, collective, okay? If you're here with me right now, you have something for you. You have something for you. You have something to live for. You have something to stop for. Even if it's just your health. Okay, here we go. Because your physical health is going to be impacted as soon as you stop this. Whatever this is, and you're going to be emotionally fulfilled. Spirit's going to help you. Spirit's going to give you emotional fulfillment, and there's no need to hold on. No need to hold on. Look at that. To this old life, okay? Here's the World. Don't be influenced by the world either. Okay, people are gonna lie and act like they're fucking all good. Meanwhile, they're dying. Okay, they're gonna be doing these things, acting like they're in the sun. Oh, it's all good. I'm emotionally fulfilled. It's okay to masturbate. It's okay to watch porn. Because that's what they're instilled to do. They don't know any better. They're moving away from spirit. They're moving away from the true source, the true calling that they were meant to do. Okay, I can't make this up. You need to direct your energy. Something's being hidden right now. This is Cancer. You're nurturing, feminine mother. Something about this. You're Cancerian. You might have Cancer placements heavy. Okay. I love how at the end of the reads, they start getting real. They start coming through. Y'all just seen that? Ooh, that was sexy. Anyways, but yeah, you're allowed to be healthy in your sexuality. You're allowed to exist in your sexuality. You're allowed to be sexual. I'm not ordering you around in a dictatorship saying that you need to be celibate. Okay? But it's going to benefit you in the long run. You're not going to be balancing two separate lives, two separate things. You can't balance the world and, source. You're gonna have to walk away from something. You're going to have to walk away from what doesn't serve you, or you're going to have to walk away from your heart's desire. What will kill you faster? That's up to you. Because for me, I could not ever walk away from my heart's desire. I would rather die than not live in my calling, live in what Spirit has for me. You need to be like that. Like, you need to be for real, ride or die about yourself. Be your ride or die. You don't need none of this mess. You don't need no man. You don't need no woman. Okay? You don't need nobody else. You stand alone. And that's it. Period. Stand with Source. See how we got that? Got that cross. Crosses symbolize to me putting up your personal desire, your personal will. It's yellow. Giving up what you want. You think you want porn and you want all that? What you want, Spirit's gonna give you something better. Okay? Spirit has something better. Divine connections. Okay? Something that's healing, protected, cherub spirits. Your ancestor, your grandmother could be obsessed with angels. Okay. I'm seeing the Four of Cups. Spirit's gonna give you something better. Okay? You don't even know. Like, you don't even know, okay, how good it's gonna get. But you gotta sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice what you think you want. And you gotta embrace the devil card and the tower. I'm feeling them so hard. You gotta embrace the 3D. You gotta embrace where you're at. You gotta embrace that shadow. Embrace, yeah, I'm fucking up real bad. You know that you feel guilty. Maybe to a point now, you're just so jaded. You could be very jaded. And you just don't, you might not even care about yourself. I'm not gonna, there's people of all types in my collective at every stage of life. We're all on the fool's journey. Okay, collective. But I can feel that you're working for something. Whoever I'm connecting with, you're working. You are putting in effort. You're playing. Okay, maybe it's called for you now to not work or see it as work, but see it as play. Your divine delivered calling. You are to play. Play. See however way you can play. That came up yesterday. Needing to play with yourself in a different way, stimulating yourself in a different way mentally, okay? Not playing with yourself on the physical. Just saw red truck, distractions, woman red, matrix energy. This is 7, so 7, you're a creator. Simple put. It might look like it's rotting, and it does. It looks like it's rotting. So you cannot let this shadow version of you, your unconscious mind, rule and ruin this beautiful, beautiful harvest that you have, okay? And in any way that shadow self comes up, that could be not even just masturbating, because the orgasm retention, it helps you not be impulsive with anger and go and destroy things or be undisciplined. It makes it when you retain yourself, you can do the hard things even when you don't want to. This page keeps coming out. Okay, and I'm getting called to talk about this. This is like people who are in these upper echelons, is what I just heard, who want to destroy these people's pages. They don't want people to turn the page on their life. They don't want people to open up to a new chapter, okay? These people thrive off of your energy. Your light codes, just circling back again, They thrive off of you suffering. Okay? There's spirits that eat this shit up, you suffering, and that's not to put you in fear. This is a war. That's to make you aware. That's to make you aware of where we are. Okay? Looks like they're devising a plan. Okay? The mind, body, and spirit. Devising a plan to keep people trapped here forever, trapped in their cycles, to never come down here and wake up, to come down here and get so lost and confused that they'll never want to go within. Okay? Again, the fear, lack, scarcity mindset that this stuff causes. To take people's harvest, to make sure people never flower and bloom, to their lotus, their crown chakra, to know what this place is, to know what they're doing. Okay? Porn is free for a reason. YouTube and other things, I mean, not really free now, but you know, everything comes with a price. Convenience comes with a cost. Things that are convenient, you know, they might seem convenient, but they really just add problems. I'm giving an example. Like, say you take public transportation. Well, you're put now at risk to taking home pestilence, bed bugs, roaches, anything, you know, things like that. Everything that's convenient. And again, like I was talking about yesterday, if it's cheaper now and seems convenient, probably something that's going to harm you. Okay? Say cheap food. It's cheap, but all them bills add up to your medical bills, to whatever else. And these people know that. They know that what they're doing is to keep people in these loops, keep people juggling, never able to truly wake up and realize that they have justice. That they are the emperor, every king in the deck, the Hierophant. You call judgment, okay? These people are like homeless people living in an alleyway, not in an alleyway, living in your hallway. They just come in one day and decide, I'm gonna take all of these people's abundance. I'm gonna start banging pots and pans and shit on the fucking wall and making sure everybody's nervous system is shot the fuck out. They're up in there devising, but it's okay. Spirit's devising too. Okay, we have the power to overthrow people. We have the power to do what we need to do. And it's not because the Constitution says that's our right. That's because that's our spirit-given law, okay? It's getting rewritten. And that's because we are waking up. We are rewriting the story. We are rewriting the script. These people, these homeless people who live in the hallway, feeding off of us, all of our energy, taking people's sexual energy, they're going to be exposed. These occult people, they've been being exposed. People now more than ever know what an MK Ultra is. They know what this stuff is. It's declassified information, okay? Anybody can look this stuff up. So now you really can't... Anybody who calls you a conspiracy theorist is just ignorant. And they are being the prime target. These people, you might want to stay away from them. There might be people in your life who are, you know, that are like that. You want to stay away from them. Some people just will not wake up, and they are detractors, Mr. Smiths. They want you to doubt yourself, question things that do not need to be questioned. What I just heard. Okay, because this is all done in the open. They look like they're in like a window, like they're not trying to hide anything. Like this is like an open room. Okay, anybody can just walk in here and see what they're doing. This dude looks like a jester. Like, you're a fool. You're a fool. You're a fool to think that you're going to get away with this with the collective is all I'm going to say. 131.48. And it's up to us. Okay? No Messiah is gonna come and do justice for us. Okay? You can't keep getting caught in these loops. That, oh, somebody's gonna come and save us. We need to get our shit together. Us collective. Start getting your sexual energy together. This came in reverse. Page of Swords. And 5 of Swords. So I'm feeling called to quickly look at what the page means. The page on here is 2 swords and this one has 1. That's interesting. Rude insults, spiteful, manipulative, gossip, and defensive. That's what a lot of these higher ups, these politicians do. They're very dramatic. It's all a show, okay? It's all a show, and the collective, I feel, is getting done with it. People are sobering up, wising up. Maybe there's something about just getting along with the collective. Reverse the Page of Swords. Mental agility may be used for more devious purposes. Her talent with words can inflict pain, whether covertly or upfront. She can make stinging remarks, creating trouble and rousing anger. She may gossip, turning people against one another. While this can be destructive, the Page of Swords may not even be completely aware of her detrimental behavior. No, these people are aware of their detrimental behavior, and this is intentional. But that's what it is. I don't really know what else to say about that. They want to take the light from you. They don't want you to be curious and witty. The Page of Swords. They don't want you to be a quick thinker. They want you with brain fog. You see all this smoke and fog? It's getting worse, looks like. Because the second that the collective gets their shit together and they start really locking in, it's over. It's over, collective, because you can overthrow a government. Why is it trying to stop me? I feel like I'm trying to be stopped right now. Absolutely not. You can overthrow a government. You can. And I'm not inciting violence. I'm not saying that we need to go and be violent. I'm simply saying, if something is corrupt and isn't working, we don't have to put up with it anymore, okay? But they're trying to weaken the system. They know they're intentionally causing drama, fake drama, with these celebrities people idolize. New Horizons, though. We aren't going to focus on that. Page of Swords coming out again. The collective is curious to new things. The collective is witty. The collective is smart. We're looking for new horizons, new alternatives. Not new leaders, but new systems, new mental things to stimulate us. Okay? Clear waters, clear skies. Could be like the wind's blowing this away. All this mental fog. You're anointed, okay? You have the sword, King Arthur's sword. That keeps coming up. But the collective, we are strong. We are not hardworking, but we work strong. Okay, you don't ever want to work hard for anything in your life, collective, because you get shit simply by relaxing, okay? You don't need to work hard, force things, and constantly put in some Herculean effort. No, ma'am. It looks like he's happy, like he's just playing around. La 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 la, la 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 la. I'm playing with my little pinnacles. La 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 la. Spirit could give you a lot of things to play with. Spirit be giving you a lot of physical things you could have. You could have things, maybe you're an artist. You have lots of physical things you can work with. Lots of material. You have lots of material, maybe digitally. Okay? Spirit, look, I do not lie. Look at all that abundance. Grapes, the oxen, the castle. It looks a bit destroyed, but it's still together. Oh, that's beautiful energy, collective. That's exactly what I would like to be reading. Seeing y'all working, getting your bag. Look at him. He's just relaxing, as he should. Collective, we were not built, and he had the grapes and shit on him. We were built to eat fruit, collect nuts, and be in a community, banging on drums, singing, dancing, having fun, okay? That's just what it is. Staring into water, something about that is relevant. Gazing into water, seeing the reflection of the sun on the water. This could be very healing for somebody. You might enjoy doing this a lot. Could be called to do it. Okay? Devil card. You might be feeling lazy. That might be in your shadow side. I know for me, I do feel that. That's reading me to a T. I would love to go out and do more things like that, but it takes a very big effort, at least for me. So I got you, collective. I got you, besties. I know the vibes. It's okay. It's okay, just one day at a time. Going out more. There seems to be no place either for people to come together and connect. I mean, it seems though, because yesterday I did give a good few suggestions if you're interested. I think they have internet cafes. They do have like deco dens, they're called, in the city. Maybe near you, you can look into that, where you can decorate things, make lamps, like, just wanted to come out in the reverse. Go and create things. You can go to the library, you can go to maybe a zoo. I wouldn't recommend that. For me, just because I don't like to see the animals imprisoned, I don't really like it, but maybe there's something there for you. You can go and study animals there. Might be warm where you are. It looks very yellow. Okay. Go into the art labs I talked about yesterday. There's many places for you to go and connect with people. It's just, do you want to do that? For right now, it looks like you're being called to be in solitude. The Hermit. All of these cards, it's a person by themselves. Except for this one. Okay? Maybe connecting with animals. Maybe you have an animal that's really comforting to you. Stuffed animals. Strength. My collective, baby girls, you are so strong. You are so lovely. And baby boys, everybody, I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay? Big sis Rays, I love you so much. Whatever you're going through, stay disciplined, because you can only work through it. Saturn energy. Saturn is exactly showing you what you have in your life, the troubles, they can only be worked through. But if you work through them, you will gain so much more than you could ever realize. With this energy, this came out yesterday. It's kind of heavy. Kind of heavy energy. Okay. Again, yesterday. This is your spirit guides, I feel. That's what I was picking up yesterday. Could be a lot of conflict around you. Wow, that's really crazy. This exact pattern came out yesterday. That's... Okay. Again, I invoked the sprites of the elements. I invoked them yesterday, and I invoked them today, and they're coming out again. You're going to push through, even if it burns, okay? Even if it hurts. Trial by fire is what I just heard. Your horse, your vessel, you will strengthen it by saving your orange, your sexual energy, by transmuting this energy with that wand energy. That's beautiful, collective. I'm feeling like, I don't know, where should I put this, spirit? Stay here? That doesn't make sense. Because why would you go into illusion? You should be aware, I guess. Don't rush headfirst into illusion, because if you... This is for the collective who's still struggling. If you think you're good, this happens with people who get sober. They're like, oh, I can handle it. I can handle one drink. I can handle one snort, one video, whatever, and they lose themselves. So this could be a warning to be careful as well. This energy is beautiful, but be very careful not to get blindsided. Don't get distracted or too overconfident, okay? Don't burn yourself out either. Your spirit team has you. They got you. There's no need to fight, to be in mess no more. Your spirit team got you. Cut yourself free from the bullshit. We talked about this yesterday. Get your arms over that, John. Cut it. Cut the ropes. Cut it out. Cut it out. You aren't here to fight. That's not your job. Okay? You're not here to prove that you're dominant. Prove that you're strong. Prove that you're right. That's for you to know. Okay? You don't need to be just overbearing with your energy. You're very secure. You know this. And the pyramids of Giza, something about that down there. We were just talking about that earlier. Your mind, your body, and your spirit. It's very important to nourish your temple. Is there anything else that you would like to end with, spirit? This is so strange. Okay. For context, when I was a kid, I would always be very, like, visual with things. Like, I would see things and, like, say I was taking a poop, okay? Spirit's telling me to talk about this. I would be so bored, I would just be looking at the faucet, the sink faucet, and I'll be seeing it, and it would look like a face. Or, like the little arms, it would look like arms, and, like, that's, like, a nose or something, so, like... This is kind of looking like an entity. Like this harvest. This is like an entity. This is going to be flowing through us. Like, it looks like it's got legs. Like, it's like a little horse, you know? That's so cool. Okay. Yeah. Like this. This would be like its mouth. You know? Stuff like that. So maybe you could be called to be more creative like that. If you did that, let your inner child start coming out again. You know, let her just be weird. Him. I feel like I'm reading for a feminine collective. I don't know. But there are, you know, maybe you're envy. I don't know. Again, I don't care. But yep. An entity, a spirit of celebration, harvest, bountiful harvest, community, This is an entity and an egregore, though, and it requires our collective belief in it to exist. It will strengthen it. It will strengthen it into an actual fucking lion, into an actual being that will protect us from this nonsense, okay? But we must be wise. Victory doesn't come by force, okay? Something about that. This is a silent, internal, spiritual battle, okay? Only way to win the spiritual war is consciousness. I got it written over there. So we must make conscious decisions about what we're choosing to give our energy to. Our very, very, very precious life force. Not getting carried away in emotions. Because this can bind us. Cause problems. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? Got a cow plushie. I'll show you all the spread right now. It's going crazy. Let's see if I can get this going. Because I don't like that I can't show y'all with my setup right now, but I hope that's good. You can see all that. Okay. Oh. Age regression could be a thing for you. Maybe you like to age regress, like put your child out. I'm feeling that heavy with the stuffed animal. You could be called to age regress and do what your inner child wants to do. Maybe you create a lot of like sexual or sexually charged things with your creations, okay? So maybe you're being called to do something more soft, more, you know, celebrating the fact that you're alive, simply. That just came through. Knight of Pentacles again, 4th. Is that the inner child? Come on, I thought this was the sun. It looked like the sun. Your inner child needs to come out and play. And this will fuel and feed and blossom other people's inner child. Okay? So don't be scared to be weird. Don't be scared to be a furry, animalistic. If you're into, what's that stuff called? Therian. If you're Therian, go walk on all fours. That quadrobic stuff is no joke. You will get ripped, okay? Seafood? Something about this lobster. Okay. Yeah, just basically push into your inner child's interests, I guess. Like what you enjoyed when you were a kid. Connecting with yourself, allowing yourself to have the inner child connect with you, you know. Being that strong mother, Cancerian, nurturing, loving, warm. There's God. The dogs. Okay. You can walk on water. Real Christ consciousness energy. Christos. Saturn, Father Time. Something about people's children being eaten. The fact, I'm feeling called to close this out as well. People's kids being ritually harvested, and I mean they're called kids. That's the name for a baby goat. Something about that. Okay. But it's time to go in. It's time to keep energy to ourselves. Maybe keep things to yourself. Move in silence. About your money moves. About your physical things that you're doing. People don't know what you don't tell them. Okay? People can't copy what they don't know. They can only copy what's already been done. Okay? Don't speak about anything until after it's manifested, because people will put their 2 cents in there and it might leave you in contemplation. You don't need that energy right now. You need that Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, quick, fiery, passionate movement. Okay, I'm feeling called to shuffle one more time. All right, anything else for my beautiful family? Any type of guidance? 2 cards just came up. Okay, we're a good family. Just rest in the fact that, you know, we're going to be okay and we're going to manifest our abundance, because we have manifested our abundance. It's already happened. Manifesting as if things have already happened, because they already have. Whatever's meant to happen has already happened. Okay, period. 8980 collective. Putting that out there. I'm speaking these vibrations out into the future. Just don't worry about it. Just relax. Relax your mental. Maybe you're being called to just not watch any YouTube, not do any of this crazy colors. Maybe putting your phone in grayscale as well, because colors are very stimulating. That's something as well that I do. You can have it as a widget so you can double tap, but when you have it on when you don't have that, it makes it a lot easier to stay in that. And especially when you're going to bed, that's good as well, having the grayscale, because the colors will stimulate your mind and make things very interesting. And when you have that on as well, when you're browsing Instagram and stuff like that, it makes it a lot easier for you to not be as engaged, because it's what the saturation and all that, it really it does make a difference. So keep moving forward with confidence, collective. You are strong. You're a beast is what I'm getting from this. You're a freaking beast, okay? You are a beast. You got your wish fulfillment. Okay, it's here. You are an emperor. Whoever you are an emperor. You are a master manifester. Whatever you wish for, you will get it. That's like daddy got money. Daddy got money type of energy. Like, yeah, my daddy got money. But that's like you. That's like your inner child talking about you. Like, yeah, my daddy gets me whatever I want. Yeah, my daddy spoils me. Okay. Okay, yeah, my daddy love me. So, yeah, is there anything else, Spirit, that you would like the beautiful collective to know? That's it? Okay. So that was a very beautiful read, collective. You got your energy together. Nah, you got your energy together. These institutions, your family, government, economy, we aren't bound to these old systems anymore, okay? We are fluid, okay? You are Gaia's justice. You're Gaia's justice. You are her immune system. You are her support. You are justice. You are walking justice. You're very fair. You're very balanced. And you have the sword. You can knight people. You can ignite people. You can crown. You can do anything you want. Maybe taking shrooms for somebody, microdosing. The hero's journey. Knowing from the shrooms that you are your own hero. The Lovers. And now that's wonderful to end this off with this, because this is exactly what I was talking about with the snake. It's on the other side. Snake. Okay. And look at that. That's beautiful. Gaia. That's Mother Gaia. You see all those leaves? That's not just an angel. That's Mother Gaia. She's got the brown wings of an eagle. Eagles. She looks a bit like a lamb. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Destruction's okay. It's okay to burn things down. It's okay to let things fall. And it's okay to no longer have things that were once standing for centuries, because burning the old will leave room for the new. It will leave room for new nourishment for the new. So move forward with confidence. Be in that chariot energy, my loves. Mother Gaia loves you, okay? I love you. Mother Gaia loves you. If you need any support, I'm here. The comment section is open. Do whatever you need to do. Let me know in any way if this is pertaining to your life. Of course, move in silence as much as possible. But yeah, that feels good. You are every king in the deck, and you are the Hierophant, okay? You are the ruler, not these people. These false systems they're dismantled. We no longer believe, okay? We don't believe in that. We don't believe in the false matrix system where other people are the emperor. Especially when it's matter of fact, they're just homeless people who want to feed off of the beautiful collective, the energy we have. Okay? They have nothing. These invaders, reptilians, the Nephilim, the... what are those called? The Anunnaki. They feed off of our energy and our life force, okay? It's up to us. Only we can be justice for Gaia. Only we can be justice for ourselves. 159.05, 159.06, 159.08, 9, 10. 9, 10, 11, that energy. So, that's about it with the reading collective. I'm very thankful to have had this reading. It was very impactful. I feel like I got to transmute a lot of the energy. Transmutation is key. And yes, Gaia is with us through this entire shift. Everything you're going through, Gaia, and it's a microcosm. You are the microcosm, and everything above is a macrocosm. As above, so below. As below, so above. Okay? The divine femme is being reclaimed. The divine femme is being exalted. No more of this women needing men dependent thing. Women needing men to go and get a credit card. Go and, be their sugar daddy. Oh, needing a man to have money. Selling yourself for money. All these old systems are played out, and we are done. That red truck, the same red truck is coming by. Distractions. These are distractions. I don't think we came down here to shake some ass like that for some gross men to throw some floor money onto our butts, okay? Respecting yourself is key. Because how are you to respect Gaia and everyone else and heal everyone else if you can't heal and respect yourself? That is the main message that I keep getting. You're willing, though, collective, so this ain't a problem. I know my baby girls, baby boys, my babes. We're good. We're putting in just like that 7 of Pentacles. Was that 7 of Pentacles? Was that 7? I think it was 8. I think 8's the one where you're working. But we're working. We're playing. Okay. Yeah. Keep looking beautiful. Keep being beautiful. Love the energy. It was very beautiful. Again, great privilege to be able to read for y'all. If you're feeling inspired, help support in any way that you feel. Liking, comment, sharing, pressing the copy link. Just pressing that, I'm pretty sure boosts the hell out of it. If you want to check out my art, shameless plug. This was what I showed yesterday. This is old, but I got more stuff on Instagram at RayzEye if you want to check my art out. help support me. And yeah, keep supporting each other in the comments. Keep supporting the people in your lives. Keep doing the little small things that you can do to change the world and make a difference. Any small thing to create a new reality tunnel, even if it's taking a different direction to a route that you, taking a different route to a place that you go every day. Changing the simulation. Don't tell nobody what you're doing, just change. Just do something different, spontaneous. Go on a walk, go do something, And I'm feeling called to say as well, before I close this out, moving 27 things in your life will move the stagnancy around in your life. That's a feng shui, I think is how you say it, feng shui tip. That if you're feeling stagnant, you move those 27 things in your room, you reorganize, and it lets the energy flow. You could be guided to go and look into feng shui. It's very beautiful and it is real. It helps the energy flow, everything. So yeah, that's about all I got for you, collective. I love you so much. My baby girls. Ooh, I just keep calling y'all that. All y'all my baby girls. Anyways, yeah. All right. 8980.